Welcome back to Weekend at Birdie's Garage YouTube channel. Today we're back working on the old 55 Ford. Stay tuned. Okay, so back at the Ford. So we figured there wasn't that much left to do with it. If we hadn't have finished the Dodge truck, we would have had the Ford car finished. But anyway, we had the truck done. So anyway, back at the car. So what we have here, same back axle we had put into it. So we put the axle in it, and it was in the car. We had it all marked up. It was in there. And we went and looked at it, and the draw shaft was running a bit close to the floor. It probably would have hit the floor, but I didn't really like it. So anyway, so we took it back out, got another Ford Ranger axle, and now we got two short axles into it, which centers up the pinion. Now, we have them already in it, and you see we're at the brakes and some stuff. But anyway, so the pinion in this is centered. There's the old rear end, so we're a little bit shorter. But the reason why we're going this route is that we're trying to put the old steel wheels back onto it with disc brakes onto it, and instead of using the Ranger disc brakes or Explorer disc brakes, we got some Mustang rotors, and wherever they're out after, there's we got calipers, and we got packs there, so the ones out, calipers are there, brake pads are there, and some stuff and all that, right? So, well, calipers down there, and with the brake pads into it. So anyway, we won't have to worry about handbrake shoes. The handbrake is built into the caliper, which is what you want. So anyway, we got the purchase welded on, and we're in the position, and we got the right pinion angle onto it, so we took it off that. So really there's no need of having this axle in the garage anymore, other than we may take the cables off it and see can we reuse them, because they clips into the car. If we can get them on the rear end that works, well, we'll deal with it. So anyway, now what we're doing is we had the roller onto it. We're starting to fab up some of these, and see what way they're going on now, one way or the other. But anyway, they'll go on there. Got to drill another hole into it. I got it chamfered out and everything. So eventually we're going to weld it on this bracket here, and then we put the disc brake and stuff onto it. So anyway, I'll show you how we done that there now shortly. Okay, so we're back at the rear end and the brakes. So little look there. I'll show you everything here. So this is a 90, I guess it's a 95 and up a Mustang. I think it's the SA95, what do you call it? So it's a caliper. You see, you got the takes the brake and takes the handbrake on the side of it. So we're going to try to hook up them brakes as well. So what we end up doing is we're going to put a bracket around here like so. And anyway, when that goes on, basically, as you can see by this caliper here, looks like my legs, it's got the holes are in the caliper. So what will end up happening is when we get it around the axle, it'll be like so. We'll just drill a couple of holes through here and thread them into the calipers, right? So what we had done there a while ago, as you can see, there's brackets on the ground there and everything. We had this one done, which is good. and you can see I tack the welding on, but when I put it on like that, it fit very good there. But anyway, when I went and looked at the holes, you can see one of the holes in here, the other one was way in here. So when I put the caliper on, the caliper was touching here. So anyway, then I said, well, I was pulling it back like this. Anyway, pulling it back like this and on it. And anyway, by the time we had it in place, there was that much room in here, I could stick my finger in there. So anyway, that was that one. So I haven't actually laid these on it yet. So we went and cut this one. Now it's just cut out. So this one here, obviously you got to be trimmed a little bit to fit better. But this one should go in here, and this piece here is actually out further. So should work good. So anyway, lesson learned. So when we're making these here, as you see, I lay your one on top of it. You can see it's go back for I actually got these made a little bit longer in the front. So when he goes over at it, you can see that right now I got the room here, and it'll come off the edge here. So this will end up being back probably like that, and that'll give us the room we need, right? And it'll be on the piece here. So anyway, right now we'll take it and we'll check it out and transfer the bolt holes to this and see if we fit this, and that's what we'll do with it. We'll check back shortly. Okay, so a little bit of work, and this is what we got here. So we got 3 bolts into it. This one here, we had to rotate it back down that way, but I wanted to get away from the spring purchase for the back of the calipers. So anyway, it's fine anyway. We got a bolt on, 3 bolts. We're going to weld all this on now, and that'll take care of that. Got tacked on the back. And that, but anyway, that's what we end up doing. So see the template after, as you can see by the ones on the ground. Originally we had them to go over this. Originally we had them to go over that, and when we had them in there, we found out that the rotor wasn't totally seated. And anyway, found out after I spun it, the rotor was moving a bit. I seated the rotor even though I had bolts into it, or sorry, lug nuts into it. So anyway, then we found out it had to be behind it, which was great. I only had to cut another set of them. So we cut another set of them, and as you can see, the ones on back follows it on pretty good. So that's what we'll do now. We'll weld these in, and we got the spacing right for the calipers. So we'll weld it around, put some new seals in it, and then we'll see if we bolt the calipers and some stuff on. Okay, so we got a little bit moved along. So as you can see, we turn it a little bit. So we end up welding it, and 3 bolts into it. Like that's not going over. You can see the back of it. Yeah. So anyway, it's time to start assembling the disc brakes and some stuff on it. But first we put some axle seals into it, and get the axles put into it, and anyway, start putting it together. Okay, Holly's daughter doing work for a change. Say hi, Holly.
Hi.
Anyway, so she just put silicone on and she put the cover on. As you see now, we got the brackets on it. Go over here. So got the, when against these brackets, we didn't have the bolts for the calipers, but these are the draw shaft bolts, or 12mm 12 point, and they fit the calipers just fine. So we got it on. So look at it. So anyway, all the stuff now, we got the flex lines coming for it next, but we're going to see if we can get her in the car next a little bit. So we'll check it out shortly. That's pretty much it for another one. If you like what you see here, comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.